Morning. So here is my second vlog, and I'm still in bed because I've not long been awake, but I thought I'd kickstart the day with kind of how last night went, how I'm feeling this morning. So last night was a little bit of a struggle. So my binge eating was really trying to kick in, and I tried as best as I could not to give in, and I did only end up having a few chocolate biscuits, so I'm actually quite pleased with that. And I really had the urge to go to the shop. We have a corner shop down the road, and I was really trying hard not to kind of get up, get dressed, go to the shop even at like 10 o'clock at night, which I have given into in the past, but I was kind of trying to stay determined and focused not to give in. But it doesn't always work, and I'm sure there's people out there that understand that it isn't a rational thought. You know, you're telling yourself in your head that you don't need to go to the shop, you're not hungry, there's no need for it, but the feeling is so overwhelming for the craving that it's almost like it takes over every like thought and feeling in your body, that you have to get up and you have to do it. You know, including last night, I went down to the kitchen, and the amount of times you open the fridge to look in, just in case something's changed, or the cupboards, and you just constantly, again and again and again, checking, and nothing changes, but it's this overwhelming feeling that you need something to eat. And normal things like a sandwich, or, you know, making yourself some pasta, or having a bit of fruit, they don't feel that craving. You need, I don't know, it's there's certain trigger foods that you need. For me, it tends to be junk food, sweet things, chocolates, cakes. Like, my favourite is a Belgian bun, and I know that has a link to my childhood, so that's a whole different kettle of fish. But yeah, it's just like, we could have a takeaway for dinner and I could still have those cravings afterwards. So the takeaway doesn't always eradicate those feelings. So it is quite frustrating. But yeah, I managed to get through the night, and that was just through a process of trying to occupy my mind, make conversation with my husband. We tend to do our own separate thing in the evening, which is fine. But kind of dragged him into conversations about the home. But yeah, it's, you know, I got through the night and I didn't give in. But on the flip side, my back was really sore last night, which is the fibromyalgia. So again, if you have fibromyalgia, you kind of get that feeling. So the reason I wanted to do it first thing, this first thing in the morning as well, is because the feeling in your body when you first wake up, I am so stiff. I feel like something extremely heavy has laid on me all night. Like, just relaxing my arms, my collarbone, my shoulders, and my chest, it just hurts. My arms ache. Every part of my body is so stiff and sore, and it takes a while for that to go away. And it doesn't seem to matter what medication I take, nothing helps that. So you're aware of the medication, I used to be on gabapentin, and I got to the point where I was taking 1,200 milligrams 3 times a day. It was just destroying my gut more than anything, and I wasn't getting any benefit from it. So I came off of that, and I now take amitriptyline and duloxetine at night time. And, you know, they give me a good night's sleep. And I also take a Codamar at night with a little bit of ibuprofen at night. and I try not to take anything during the day, because all it does then is affect my memory, which, if you have fibromyalgia, you already know. You get the brain fog, you get the confusion, you get forgetful. So taking medication that makes you drowsy on top of that, not a good thing. So yeah, I kind of have to stumble through the day, and then come the evening, my back, my hips, everything really hurt. I crawl into bed for as early as I can get into bed. Sometimes like yesterday, it could be 4:30 in the afternoon. Not for everybody, but for me, I go to bed, but I don't stay in bed. I do get up in bed, because if I lay down for too long, I get too stiff. It's a cycle. It's frustrating. So yeah, those are kind of like the meds at the moment that are working, but it doesn't get rid of everything. It doesn't get rid of the symptoms. And I think as well, the problem is I have a thyroid problem, which is an underactive thyroid. Hyperthyroidism, for other people out there, if you don't know the difference between the two. And that also makes muscle ache and soreness and fatigue. Do you know what? All of the conditions that I have interlink. They all have elements of each other. So I feel like it doesn't matter what medication I take, because I take medication for my thyroid, but I have problems with it. And the medication for the fibromyalgia, I also have a condition that's called sacroiliosis, which is a really long, confusing word. But that basically means that where the spine and my hips fuse, I get inflammation. So where the sacroilius joint, I think it's called, or something along those lines. So that is made worse with the fibromyalgia. The fibromyalgia is made worse with the thyroid. Then I've got the polycystic ovaries on top, which also makes some of the thyroid stuff worse. Hair growth. Starting to feel the stubble come through now, girls, which is not nice. And if you're anything like me, you have to shave. But I don't know. I feel like I'm fighting. Like I said yesterday, I'm fighting a losing battle, because all of these issues stack up and stack up and stack up. And like I say, sometimes I've got 2-3 conditions behind just one problem, and all of it can be helped by losing weight. The thing behind all of it that makes it all worse is my weight. But the thyroid and the polycystic ovaries increase your weight. So it doesn't matter what I do. I feel like I'm in a spiral. So, this is part of why I'm doing this as well. So I'm going to start this wet day, as it is raining outside, with some breakfast, which is going to be gluten-free cereal flakes, because I am meant to be gluten-free because of the IBS I have, which, again, the polycystic ovaries, the thyroid, all make IBS problems as the fibromyalgia. And to make it worse, I have a gluten intolerance. So yeah, cereal with rice milk, because I do try and cut dairy out, because dairy isn't good for you. Doesn't matter what they say out there. Yes, we need calcium, but cow's milk is made and produced to make baby cows big and strong into adult cows. We don't breastfeed our babies after a certain time because they don't need the milk that we produce. But then we put them on cow's milk, which is full of hormones and the steroids that they put the cows on. You think of what they produce, what they feed their cows, a lot of it is unknown. And then we give that to babies and children. So it isn't good for you. it doesn't help at all. So I cut out dairy from my diet. And also on the flip side of that, you should watch videos to what they do to baby cows, to calves, when, you know, they're born and then whipped away from their mothers. They're not allowed to be with them because we need their milk more than they do. So yeah, that's just the whole animal cruelty side of things there. Don't worry, I'm not going to bang on about that, but that's just a little bit. So yeah, so no dairy for me. And yes, eggs are included in dairy, but you know, it's eggs are eggs. They don't cause the same problems. Yeah, so then I'll have some fruit on top of that. Got to have my fruit. So I normally start each day like that with focus and determination. It will then go away. So yeah, this is my morning vlog. I'm starting it because I'm sore and I ache and I'm frustrated. But I've got some determination still. So I'm going to go and have my breakfast with a nice large decaf coffee. And then I've got a feeling that I'm probably going to do more than one vlog a day because life is going to throw things and I'm going to need to make a record of them as and when they happen. So yeah, I'm going to just take the days as they come, and if I end up doing one, that's fine. If I end up doing 10, that's fine too, but they'll probably be shorter. So yeah, I'm going to go and have my breakfast. I'm hope that everybody else is waking up this morning with focus and determination. I hope you are. Know that you are not alone out there. We are all struggling to get ourselves into the place of being our best self. I have a great support network around me, and I hope that you all do too. Also have a great faith, which really helps. Jesus, you know, has become a big part of my life, and he's a great strength for me. So, you know, if you've got that as well, that's fantastic. If not, I really strongly advise it, but I'm not gonna bang on about that one. So yeah, I hope everybody has a good morning and we can all set off on the right foot, and I will see you again all very soon.